So I've had the Stream Deck Plus and the XLR dock for quite some time, but I've not been using them to their full potential. So I decided to sit down and set up every page to control each input of wavelink so that all of my inputs, all of my volume, whether it be for the monitoring in my ears or for stream, is now fully controlled with Stream Deck Plus. So let's jump into this so you can see exactly how I have mine set up. So this is page number 1 of my Stream Deck Plus, and this is what I'm mainly looking at while I am streaming. The main thing I want to focus on here is this action bar and what I have each dial set to. So I have the master output for the monitor, which I can mute or, unmute just with the press of the dial. I can also change that volume there. I have the master output for the stream. I can mute and adjust the volume there. Next up, I have Discord mute and deafen. And then lastly, on the last knob, I have each of the inputs for the wavelink. So I'm going to head on over to my Chrome input on wavelink, and you can see exactly how I have it set up here. So I'm going to go through each of the buttons real quick. All these are is navigation to get to each page. So if I press the Discord button, as you can see, it changes the dials to the Discord input. My capture card is right there. Spotify is there. Safari is there. And my microphone is there. So back over to Chrome. Let's go through the setup real quick. What you're going to need to do is set one page up first. And each of these buttons is literally just in the navigation area, which you can see right here. And you're going to go to page. All right. So you just move this over, and it depends on how many inputs you have. I'm currently working with 6, so I needed to have 6 of those. The last thing I have over here is just a mute, and that is to mute anything on Google Chrome, whether it be the monitor and the mix. It's just like a kill switch, essentially. So that's the final button right there. This button here just takes me back to my stream page. Okay, so let's go over every button and every dial that I have set up for Stream Deck Plus for each of the wavelink inputs. First up, we're looking at Chrome. And as you can see, I'm going to bounce between these real quick. Here's Discord. The only thing you're seeing changing is the monitor and the stream mix. If I go to my capture card, same thing. Spotify, same thing. Safari, and my microphone. The last button that you'll see here is the mute button. And if I hit stream, it just takes me back to my main page on the Elgato Stream Deck Plus. So back over into Chrome here. These are super easy to set up. These are just navigation buttons. So you just head over to navigation and you grab the go-to page. And then if you don't have all the pages set up, don't worry and don't set them up yet because it will actually slow you down. So all you're going to do here is grab as many inputs as you have on wavelink. As you can see, I've got the my microphone, Google Chrome, Discord, capture card, Spotify, and Safari. They're all right there. Now, if you don't have these set up yet, don't worry. We're going to get to that part and it's going to be way, way faster. So I just set up these buttons as each input on wavelink. So you can go ahead and copy that based on your setup. And then down here, we're going to get into the dials. So first up, you're just going to go wavelink and you're going to go input. And then from the input list, for me, I selected Google Chrome because it's what I have over here in my inputs. And this is the monitor mix, as you can see here. I have the step size set at 1%, so it just moves 1% as I spin the dial. Each little click of the dial is 1%. And you can set that however you like. It's totally up to you. Next up is going to be the stream mix, and the only difference is for the output, you're going to hit stream mix. So again, it's grabbing the input from the wavelength section and setting it to your input, but then setting it to your stream mix. I left my Discord mute and deafen the same. Then this dial here moves in between each of the pages on my Stream Deck Plus. So as you can see, I can jump to my microphone there. I can jump to Spotify. I can jump to Safari. This is where I control my inputs for Smash when I'm getting the queue ready. And then my mainstream, of course. And with these navigation buttons, I can just go, left to right, right to left, whatever I need to do. And it bounces between all the pages. So it's just literally a catch-all so that I can get to whatever input I might need to get to quickly. And that's it. I'll show you what the inside of this looks like. Once it's set up, you just double click here. And as you can see, I've got navigation, next page, navigation previous, navigation go to, go to, go to, go to, go to. And those are all set up. And you're probably going to set this one up last. And I'll show you why. So once you have your first one done. Okay. So let's just say your first input is like mine, it's Google Chrome. It's all set up. You're all done here. All you're going to do is right click on the 3 and hit duplicate. And then you're going to just make the modifications to your next input when you get over here. So when I duplicated, okay, I know that my next one's going to be Discord. I have Discord set up here. And a quick side note, you can move these around. So you can change the order of these just by dragging and dropping however you want. I'm trying to keep them somewhat organized, but I do have my microphone set in the #1 spot. That's pretty much going to do it. You're going to just want to make sure that you know, in my case, I set this up to mute Discord, right? If I move to my capture card, this one's set up to mute capture card. And again, it's just a kill switch. And then once all of these are set up, go into your dial here and set this up to go to each page. And it's the same kind of scenario. You can grab the icon that you want. You can change the title and you can tell it exactly which page to go to. And then you're going to be set up. You will be able to control all of your inputs with Stream Deck Plus. And I got to tell you, I love having this as an option. So if this video helped you, make sure to let me know in the comments below. If you got any other questions about the setup, please don't hesitate to ask, and we'll see you in the next one.